Hi golfers, Nick here from Nick Tally Golf. It's Friday, so welcome to another lesson on golf tips. This week on golf tips, we're going to talk about shaping the golf ball and the easiest way to do that. So, in my experience, speaking to some of the best golfers I teach and mid-handicappers as well, golfers that try and shape the ball, they try and change too much in their setup and their swing. So, for example, someone that's trying to draw the golf ball will probably aim their body out to the right and aim the club face in sort of the direction of the target to try and draw the ball. Well, for me to try and draw the golf ball, I don't change my body alignment, but I do change the ball position, the handle position, and also the club face alignment. So if I'm trying to draw the golf ball, I'll play the ball further back in my stance, raise the handle and just open the club face. So today I'm going to talk to you about my standard shot, how to draw the golf ball more, and then how to fade the golf ball and the different positions that I use in terms of ball position and handle position and club face alignment. So I've set up a camera here which is going to sort of track the golf ball, so you'll be able to see sort of a replay of the shots that I'm hitting. So I'm going to play my standard shot, which is a slight push draw. So it starts out to the right and curves back towards the target, hopefully without crossing the target. You always want the golf ball moving in towards your target. So if you're drawing the golf ball, you want the ball to start right. If you're a right-hander, draw into the target. If you're fading it, you want it to start left and fade back in towards the target without crossing that line, without crossing your target line. So my standard shot, for each of these shots, I'm going to aim my feet square with the mat. So I've got a yellow line here. So I'm going to aim my feet square to that line for each of these shots. I'm going to have my shoulder alignment square to that as well. So for my standard shot, I'm going to place the ball off this yellow line here, and what you can see is from my left heel, the ball's probably 2 to 3 balls back, and that's the same to my left shoulder. This is really important. The left shoulder is kind of like the centre point of the swing, and I've talked about this in other videos, going into a bit more detail, but today I'm just going to try and keep it pretty straightforward. So that centre point is in front of the golf ball. So that means that that club should still be travelling outward as it hits the golf ball. And after my left shoulder, the club should start moving round to the left. So that swing should move around in a circle. So if I swing down towards the golf ball, you can see that club's travelling outwards until it gets to my left shoulder, then it starts moving inwards. And I see a lot of golfers trying to draw the ball, they're almost trying to swing down the target line, which is not good. So ball position, 2 to 3 balls back from my left heel, from my left shoulder. Normal sort of handle location. If you find that you slice the golf ball, check your handle location. It could be that it's too low. If you find that you overdraw, it could be that it's too high. We're going to talk about that in a second. So my standard shot, ball position, 2 to 3 balls back from my left shoulder. Club face slightly open to my target line, so I want it to start right. I know this ball's going to draw, so I need it to start right to draw back towards the target. So standard shot. Okay, pretty good. So a nice little draw there. So let's talk about how to shape the golf ball more. So to hit a draw, what I'm going to do is not change my body alignment, keep that the same. So I'm going to aim my feet with this yellow line. But what I am going to change is the ball position. So you can see now from my left heel, it's a lot further back. Okay, that means that my path should be travelling more into out at that point as I strike the golf ball. So I have to be aware of that. So I have to be able to open the club face a little bit more to allow for extra curve on the ball. Also, I'm going to raise the handle slightly. So if you look from down the line view, just raising the handle slightly just increases the chance of the club face being closed to the path of your swing. Lowering the handle helps the golf club stay open to the path of your swing, not to the target, to the path, which is the key thing here. So I want it open to my target, but close to the path. So normal alignment, ball a bit further back, handle raised slightly, club face open. I'm doing my same swing for this, not trying to change my swing, just going to do the same swing. Okay, pretty good shot. So that ball just curved a little bit more than that first one. So that's pretty good. Now to fade the golf ball, I find it's a little bit harder because with the ball further forward in your stance, it's a little bit easier to catch the ball a bit fatter, but with a bit of practice you can get used to it. So You can see I've got the ball with the yellow line again. But notice now the position of my left heel, it's now just inside the ball. So now the ball is probably a ball in front of my left heel instead of being behind it for my standard shot or even further behind for the draw shot. So feet alignment's still the same, swing's still the same, body alignment's still the same, but this time I'm going to lower my handle. So from this angle, normal position about there. For the fade, I'm going to lower the handle a little bit. That's going to help keep that club face open to the path. So ball position, further forward. Just a key thing here, I know this ball's going to cut, so I need it to start left to then fade back in towards my target. So I just have to make sure the club face is slightly left to target, not too much, you don't want to start pulling it, but just slightly left to target, just to help it start left. Handle lower. I'm doing the same swing. Okay, strike maybe not as good on that one, but you can definitely see the difference in the flight on that particular shot. Started left, then faded back in towards the target. So this is the best way I find to shape the golf ball. Obviously it depends on the individual. If you have a slice, moving the ball further back may not mean you're going to draw the golf ball. It just might mean that you reduce the amount of slice that you hit. So it obviously depends on the individual's technique. But just changing the ball position, handle location, club face alignment can make a big difference on the flight of the golf ball, and I find that the best way to control shaping the golf ball, because I teach a lot of golfers, that good players as well, that are trying to change their swing to fade it, trying to swing it more out. It just causes so many different issues. It's so hard to control if you're trying to change your swing every time, whereas I find it's easier, just stick to the same swing, change these different alignments at setup, and hopefully you'll be able to hit those different shots. So golfers, give that a go. If you've got any questions, post them in the box below. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel, and you can follow me on my other social media platforms such as Facebook, Instagram and Twitter.